Did all of that with no sound. I am so sorry, folks. Ah, gosh, that was terrible. Went live with no sound. Dang it, I just turned on the mic, all of that. I apologize, folks. But anyways, that was a Maria mango. To sum it up, she's just under 7 inches. All right, we got mango trees still. I think I'm zoomed in. Hang on here. Dang, no sound. Well, hopefully y'all can hear me now. The ones that tune in a little bit later, you can fast forward the first couple minutes. But everything's looking green. We had some rain 2 days ago, and now we are in a dry weekend, supposedly. They're only stating like 10-20% chance. Beautiful at Des Moines. 10-20%, so definitely have to water more today. Came out earlier and gave them all the nice drink. It's huge sweet ahi pepper tree. This thing is just dumping out this ton of these peppers. Is it organic? Goodness, and we're back. So sorry, folks. Out here. So, small one. This is a small version of the strawberry guava. Inside, let's see what we're cooking with. Hang on. Big seeds in there. Okay, but it's still somewhat sweet. Not too bad. Focus, Daniel-san. Pretty good, though. It's enjoyable. And it grows like a shrub. Cold, hardy little shrub. They get pretty big, from what I hear. But it's nice. To complain about. Now, am I going to spray something like this? No. I don't spray anything out here, folks. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this. I don't spray anything out here because this is our food, y'all. If I wanted sprayed food, I would go buy it, right? The only thing I spray out here is the sea kelp and the fish emulsion. I'll leave this over. I'll take it with me. Anyways, just the organic stuff is what I spray out here. The mangoes are dwindling down. We still got a few that are holding. The late season ones. Well, depending on where you're at. The old M4. I tried one this year that fell. Well, it cracked. I had one this morning. It cracked from the water. We've been getting a crazy amount of rain past couple of, I'd say, weeks. And one of them was cracked in here. So I took it and ripened it on the counter. And the crack was pretty long. It was about almost 3 inches. So I ate it this morning and it wasn't quite ripe. It wasn't all the way cooked, which kind of stinks. A little under. I didn't want it to go bad, so I was like, what am I going to do? Anyways, I got more to go ahead and try, so not too bad. The old Barbados is holding some. And it looks like what could sit there and peck on that without knocking it down. Let me show you something. What can do this, y'all? Y'all let me know. It sits there. Oh, hang on. They peck at it, yet without knocking down the fruit. And yeah, it's got some ants in there, but is that just ant work? No, it must be something in there that splits them, eats them, but it doesn't knock it down. It's so strange. Is it a small little bird that gets up there? This thing's still holding some flowers. Had a few the other day. Not too bad. Ton of cranberry hibiscus. Excellent with the miracle fruit. It's one of my faves now. Sam Paris, she's back, y'all. She ain't going anywhere. I done told y'all, man. Someone already tried to come over and ask us if she could be rehomed after all. I was like, no. My sister wants her. She's got to stay now. So another one that she liked was ice cream. We had ice cream this morning once again, and it was a better mango this morning than the one that I had on or yesterday morning. A lot smoother, a lot creamier. So I'm actually thrilled to go ahead and have at least, I think I got 2 ice creams, but this one's my biggest one. It's a small tree. That'll take 10 years to produce, considering how small they grow, slow they grow, but getting a few years, y'all. Well, everything's looking great. Got water this morning. Hopefully you guys are in the shade or in the AC or out in your garden, having some fun as well. Peach cobbler, one and only. It's got a huge lump on there. That's like some cartoon, some Looney Tune lump on there. Until next year, I won't be able to try it this year. That one will be fine in the home as well. Miracle fruit, we picked off probably like 20 of them on there, which is pretty cool. Got them in the freezer for now. Poncho, oh, the little poncho, it fell and we ripened it on the counter and I tasted it and I know it's a young one, right? But it was very smooth, very surprising. This whole branch just broke on me. Some crazy winds the other day. Very surprising how smooth that little poncho was. And I know it wasn't cooked all the way. So I know it'll be better once we actually get a nice ripe one. Sweet tart, had another one yesterday, not homegrown and different, y'all, different. It is a call to go ahead and grow your own. You know, do I knock the industry for how they grow them and how they sell them? No, because they have to get them to you. You actually tree ripened all of these. By the time it gets to you, it's going to be way over. So I understand why you have to pick them when you do, in order to sell them, right? But if you're home growing them, man, it's a different experience. They really do concentrate a lot of that flavor into that mango. It's a night and day experience. So will lemon zest, all right, will it be better, you know, homegrown than store-bought, or not store, but bought from, you know, down south? Yes. In my honest opinion, I will be giving this a better chance. Not this year, because that one's the first one. But I know I'll be giving that one another chance, and we'll come back to it. Oh, cac. I walked right past it. Had cac this morning, CAC, for the first time. That tree only had 2 this year. So I was able to have one this morning, and it was my dad's favorite so far. He really loved it this morning. On the table, we had 8. This is P22, 2 different bags in there. We had 8 on the table this morning, and it was his favorite. It was the sweetest, I will say. It tipped the Brix meter at 21%, so it was the sweetest one. To me, this is Rollinia here, but I'm just talking to you. But to me, the cac was, it was good. Was it worth the hype? I don't know, man. I think it was good. It's got different Indo-Chinese tones than the rest of them, right? Like they all have different tones. It wasn't as strong as, say, like a Venus, or it wasn't as strong as even that Kathy, I think, had more tones, more Indo-Chinese. This one was a different type of Indo, though. It was, I've read the description and it said it's like melon and cola, but I don't know. It was just extremely sweet, more floral than Indo, like the normal ones. But I don't know. Do I think it's #1 in my book? No, not in my book. I'm sorry. It's good flavor, great flavor. Is it worth having? Yes. Will I, you know, jump up and down every time I eat it? Probably not. But it's still good. There's some, I got to try P22 once again. There's a different type of Indo-Chinese on that one that I just, it's different. I got to go back and try a little bit more. Okay, oh, you know what's about to happen, y'all. Carrie, she's about to go off. Y'all just wait. Star fruits will be rocking. I got 3 trees available still, which I need to be up potting into 7s because they will be falling over here in a little bit. Y'all don't know. I'm telling you, if you're around here, if you're in 9B, I would even probably assume 9A, right? Like 9A and probably south, you could get away with one of these. Put it in a nice shady area, semi-shade, and let her go to town. Small tree, trim her back, and watch her just explode and give you all kinds of wonderful fruit. I know it's all overgrown. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is the summertime. Plus, there's sweet potatoes all through here, right? So there is some food running through here. Although all of this is edible, right? All this Bidens, they're huge back here. I was just back here knocking down some to try to see what's happening over here with the red pomelo. And this beautiful, beautiful Meyer lemon. I'm so glad that I moved it over here. Look at how gorgeous this is. I highly recommend citrus in this place. Look at this. I mean, I know we don't eat the leaves. I get it, folks, but in the shade over here still beats the heck out of them. Like, just ugly. It's an ugly, ugly, ugly tree. I'm sorry. The leaf miners destroy all the leaves. No, I don't spray it. I don't hit it with anything. I'm trying to see if that would, if just putting it over here alone would actually make it a little bit better, but not so much. Anyways, beauty berries. This is what I need to go ahead and start messing with next. Supposedly, the leaves can be used for mosquito repellent. Have I messed with it? No. That's all hearsay, bro science. Look it up, do your own research. I think this is pokeweed, right? I think that's pokeweed. I don't think I had that one in there before. Anyways, beauty berry. I'm gonna mess with the leaves, see if we can't come up with something, because the mosquitoes are gnarly back here, y'all. Came up this way. Harvest moon's looking good. All the root stocks are looking great. Whoa. All right, let's see how much time we got in the sun, because it's hot out here. Coconut cream. I got to go ahead and prune this back, or I'm going to stand her up. And once she fruits, I'm going to like string them up with some bamboo, kind of like a, I don't know, like a puppet, if you will. Because if not, I'm going to have to trim a lot of it back. I'm debating if I want to, or if I should just stand her up, because the fruit is worth it, but let's find out. It's got a gnarly stance on it. It's very low. I cut the top and it just dropped on me. I'm in meringue hopefully next year, y'all. And Bailey's Marvel, I got to up pot her. She's getting huge. And Angie, that's for my mama. Me, Angie's all right. Yeah, she's a strong flavor, y'all. But everything is hot. It needs some water. The tamarillos are growing over here all into the trail, which I don't like. But I figure, you know what? We'll let someone else eat them, enjoy them. Have at it, folks. The mulberries are kicking off a few more. Another round. Not a bunch of them, but oh, and then you drop them. How dare you? They're tiny, tiny little berries, but they're sweet. They're sweet. And I'm checking that some of my grafts are taking off. Some of them are just sitting pretty still. You know, still alive on some. Some are just like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm not really thriving. All right, I got that one. And this one here, that's a little bit better. I think that's a dwarf tie that I put on there, tie dwarf. But she's kicking off a few more fruits. I got to prune that one back. Carry in the sun, y'all. Put her in the shade. Well, what will they do in the sun? Same thing for me. She's still kicking out fruit. Young tree, putting on a ton. She will be shaded out here shortly, hopefully with this Mexican sunflower, but even that's growing pretty slow there. Every spot's different, y'all. And this one, I thought it was Lancettia, but she's growing so slow. Doesn't smell like turpentine, so I am confused. Can't read that comment. Give me 1 second. Let me get in the shade, y'all. The glare is wild over here. I cannot read that, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. It is very bright out here, y'all. So we got a ton of these hibiscus, of course, and they self-seed. You plant it once and just watch out, stand back, because they will just go nuts. And it's almost sugar apple time, y'all. This little tree is throwing down this year. She ain't waiting for y'all. She's like, I'm gonna do my thing regardless of what y'all want. Never had a sugar apple? Shame on you. Where have you been? No, these are very fun. They're baseball size. You don't eat the skin, although it looks very inviting, right? It looks like you could just chew right through that skin, but no, you don't do that. You peel off the skin and eat the white custard-like flesh from the inside. Kind of seedy. The biggest complaint is how many seeds they have, but you can get past that. Flavor's really nice. Brainy pear, what they call it, or what we will call it. This little tree is hanging in there. Here's one I got to do. So in here, you see all this is probably just looks like a mess, right? Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's a beautiful mess, that is. Well, in there's a mango tree, and I'm going to save it from getting crowded out by this mulberry. This Thai dwarf wants to grow however she wants to. Hang on here. Oh, what's up? You're just saying hi. I got you, got you. Yeah, this Thai dwarf is growing all into this mango, and it's a big branch. What type of seedling is this? Let's find out. I want to say it's a sherb. No, it's the turpentine. Yay! I should have left that branch. Anyways, I clipped it. It's fine. This up here I'll leave for now. Thought it was a better seedling than that, but now I'm looking at the top and it's where I cut it. So turpentine, yay. I'll go ahead and make some more out of these in a minute. But I do have to trim a lot of this stuff. I'm growing very close. Are we growing together here? Yes, we are. Very close together. Look at this. Here's a little conundrum that I'm going to have. I was showing my mom this scenario, and she's like, why are they so close? Why are you sure you did this right? I'm like, listen, you've been watching these grow with me, but now it looks a little bit closer, right? And it is, right? Of course it is. Hang on. Put this in the shade. So right here is the dwarf Hawaiian starfruit. And it's a great little tree. She's been there for almost 2.5 years. She's a very small starfruit. She's not going to get huge on me. This is the sugar apple with a Presley Priestley graft on the top here. This is going to shoot out the top. I will trim all these back. This is just protecting it for now. But the sugar apple's encroaching this way, right? It's coming east. It wants to be all in the mix. But so what we do is we're going to have to prune or allow one to grow taller than the other. Pick your poison. You know, you're going to find one fruit better than the other. Right now, this one's got fruit, so I will not do any pruning just yet. But once the fruit comes off, then I'll make some adjustments. Another thing I could do is just tie a rope to it, pull it up a little bit, and it'll be out of the way for a little bit longer. Try to save yourself some time by not having a prune, but eventually you're going to have to, folks. You know, this is how this works. You have to prune. You can't be scared to trim your stuff. You want to